Happy Monday, Antelope Valley. Hope everyone's doing well and hope you had a nice weekend. I'm Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Troth Realtors. We're right here in Lancaster, California, bringing you the August 24th, 2026 Antelope Valley real estate market update, where week in and week out, we take a look at exactly what's going on in our local real estate market. As I point out every week, I feel it's important for residents, potential buyers, and sellers to have a trusted local resource to follow along with our local real estate market. Often our statistics for the Antelope Valley market get lumped in with Greater Los Angeles County and Southern California, and our market is definitely unique unto itself. So that's why for the last probably 6 or so years we've done this, and we'll continue doing it moving forward. I also like to point out that our statistics are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So where are we as we start this August 24th week? Active listings took a little bit of a bump up to 1,098 from 1,092, so less than a 1% increase. Pendings, those properties under contract in escrow, down just a couple from 406 down to 405. 404, so down less than 1%. So active listings were up and pendings down less than that 1%. New listings on the market, taking a week over week view, new listings that came on the market from the time period of August 17th through the 25th, 89, that's 8.5% up from the week prior. Our median list price of those properties up to $499, up 9.1% from 457.5. New into escrow, a nice little bump here. Last week it was 53, or the week prior it was 53. Last week it was 66. So that's a 24.5% increase. But I'm going to talk about that here in just a minute. So hang on just a little bit. So the median number of days that those 66 properties were on the market before going under contract was 37. Which is no change from the week prior. Listings sold down 7%, which is week prior it was 43, week 8/17 through the 23rd it was 40, and the median sales price up 1.6% to 472.5. Our absorption rate, and this is the number that if you were to take that 1,098 listings and divide it by the number of properties that closed over the last 30 days, which was 261, it would take 4.2 months for all 1,098 of those listings to go under contract. And of course, we're always going to have new properties coming on the market, but what does that absorption rate show? It basically shows that anytime you're 3 months or less with inventory on the market, you're definitely trending into seller's market territory. Anytime you're 3 and above, to 3 to let's say 6, you're definitely in a balanced market. The closer you move to 6, further away from 3, the more you're trending towards a buyer's market. And anytime you're 5, 6 months or more, you're definitely in a buyer's market. So why that's important is that the absorption rate for all listings has been trending up. Last week it was 3.9. I believe the prior week it was 3.5. So we're definitely seeing inventory on the market gain and sold somewhat slow down. Also been charting properties that are 600,000 and above, kind of our upper end market moving up. And absorption rate has really been increasing on this. Last week it was 5.1 months. Right now we're 5.5 months. So definitely trending into buyer market territory. And so what I wanted to cover is that, that pending number is good. It increased from 53 to 66. Pendings dropped just a little bit. But what we're seeing in our market is, and this is typical of a lot of markets, we're seeing transactions go together into escrow, and then something during the course of the transaction, sometimes it can be inspections, sometimes it can be appraisals, and often it's just where a buyer gets to the point of perhaps having to remove their contingencies or even get to loan docs. And there's something about the market that's scared them. And so we're seeing a fair number of those transactions, not a ton, but a decent number that are canceled. And so that's why we're seeing that absorption rate go down, because absorption rate definitely takes a look at sold transactions. And so even though they're going into escrow, as I said, they're not getting across the finish line. So we want to continue to watch that, because that's going to be an indicator if we start to see some downward pressure on prices as we move out of the summer market into the fall towards the winter market. And no better source to go to than right here to follow along with what our local trends are. Also been charting percentage of that 1,098 that are what is referred to as REOs, not the band REO Speedwagon, but that stands for real estate owned, a bank owned property foreclosure. And that actually took a little bit of a drop down. Out of that 1,098, there was 17 on the list on the market showing as a completed foreclosure property. And then short sales just about stayed the same. Week prior, it was 2.6. Right now, 27 active listings on the market that are short sales. And so both of those kind of, one took a little bit of a drop and the other one held steady. Also, very important numbers to watch moving forward as to what the state of our market is. But as always, if there's any other information about our market, statistics, what have you, please do not hesitate to either reach out to myself or any of our other trusted associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Troth Realtors, where we've proudly been serving the Antelope Valley since 1957. All righty, everybody, take care. Make it a great week, and we will talk to you on August 31st. All righty, bye-bye.